activating human evolution. We the Arcturians are happy to communicate with our ascending ones within your time of initiation. Yes, you have all been undergoing very important initiations because reality as you know it will continue its ever-accelerating transmutation in the year of 2017. We say transmutation, shifting into a higher frequency of expression, rather than transformation, third-dimensional change. Transmutation creates change, but it also includes a steady expansion into higher and higher frequencies dimensions of reality. In the same manner as humanity is transmuting, Gaia is also transmuting. In fact, people and planet will be called on to move into a deeper relationship than ever before. We know that more and more humans are realizing that Gaia, and her planetary body, are transmuting into a higher frequency of expression in the same manner that humans, and their human earth vessels, are transmuting into a higher frequency of expression. Those who have opened their hearts and minds to this information are the same ones who have been able to merge their human energy field with Gaia's planetary energy field. With this merging, these humans are taking their first steps towards their ascension into multidimensional beings. We use the word ascension because that word means rise, ascent, mounting, climbing, scaling, surmounting, and moving up. In this case, we speak of ascension as expanding your innate frequency of resonance from your third-dimensional earth vessel self, to include your fourth-dimensional astral body self, and into your fifth-dimensional light body self. Your vessel of fifth-dimensional light will be able to perceive, experience, and live within the fifth-dimensional aspect of Gaia's aura. You may also choose to return to your fifth-dimensional starship and/or your fifth-dimensional homeworld. What you will be pleased to remember about your light body is that it is free of time and physical space. Therefore, you will be able to consciously experience more than one time and/or place within the same instant of the now. We realize that this experience will likely take what you still believe is time for your total transcendence and ascension into your fifth-dimensional light body self. Of course, once you are your light body self, the perception of time will only be a leftover habit. An example of a leftover habit would be if you always drove a stick-shift car and suddenly changed to an automatic car, your left foot would constantly reach out for the clutch. In the same manner, when you have your first experience catching a glimpse of the fifth dimension, your mind will think you are imagining it. However, as you feel the unconditional love, total unity with all life, and complete safety of the fifth dimension, you will search for that feeling in your daily life. The good part about searching for is that what you want, or expect, to perceive, is what you will perceive. One might think that human perception is most about seeing or hearing. However, that is not the case. The greatest influence on human perception is the state of consciousness of that human within the now of that perception. This state of consciousness is greatly influenced by your thoughts and emotions. As an example, if your thoughts are focused on driving, you will primarily perceive the road, the cars around you, the traffic ahead of you, and the steering wheel, accelerator, and brakes of the car. When you drive a lot, you do not even think about the steering wheel, accelerator, and brakes, as that becomes automatic. Therefore, you can focus on what is occurring outside of the car as well as what is occurring inside of the car. As you increasingly accustom to your ascension into light body process, you will remember to perceive the changes outside of your earth vessel within the now that you are also experiencing the changes inside of your earth vessel. Hence, you move beyond specific components of your driving experience and focus more on the collective components of driving. Therefore, you can hear the radio and your friend talking inside the car, while you are still staying attentive to the traffic signals, pedestrians, and what is occurring outside the car. We wish to inform you that more and more of you are remembering to focus, not just on the many changes outside your body, but you are simultaneously focusing on what is occurring inside your body. Just as a toddler may not be able to talk or carry something while learning to walk, you are learning to perceive both your third-fourth dimensional reality, as well as your fifth dimensional reality. Therefore, you are learning how your inner perspectives of reality affect your daily perceptions of your outer reality. You are learning to remind you that you are a fifth-dimensional being who volunteered to wear a third-dimensional body in order to assist with planetary ascension. Hence, you are called on to fully remember your fifth-dimensional light body self and the fifth-dimensional operating system of that frequency of your multidimensional self. Simultaneously, you are moving from your 3D reality that was based on separation from all life. Within your old operating system, every person, place, situation, and thing appeared to be separate from you. Therefore, you defined yourself as you, and every other person, place, and thing as not you. Even in a crowd, you were separate from all the others in the crowd because they were not you. The members of your family were not you. Your friends were not you. You were the only one who is wearing your earth vessel, unless you are pregnant. However, even when you are pregnant, you perceive the other person inside you as not yet born. Hence, he or she was not yet a person, but would eventually be born into being an individual person. Animals perceive their herd, flock, school, or pod as their self. Also, some primitive tribes perceive themselves as a being deeply connected with the other members of the tribe. On the other hand, modern, civilized humanity often believe that they are better than animals or primitive tribes because they can stand alone. These third-dimensional beliefs will need to be discarded and/or expanded in order for you to expand into a being of light. A being of light does not have any boundaries or edges. A being of light can have the wavering form of a small speck or a huge projection of their light that flows from their core into all directions simultaneously. But most of modern humanity does not even know that they have a core. This core is their kundalini, which waits at the base of their spine like a sleeping serpent. As your inner, fifth-dimensional energy field moves up your spine, your sacred marriage of spirit and matter slowly, or quickly, raises the resonance of your body, as well as your frequency of consciousness. It is then that your experience of reality will steadily expand beyond the limitations of your third-dimensional perceptions. Your third-dimensional self will primarily attend to your physical body and the physical body of your family or friends. But as your sense of self includes your higher dimensional perceptions, you will expand further and further beyond the limitations of the earth vessel you have been wearing, and will begin to feel an innate connection with all life. As you seek out these connections, your consciousness will expand even more. As your expanded version of self moves through your life, you become more and more aware that you are invisibly and constantly preparing to expand your sense of self to include your fifth-dimensional self. Then, you will remember how to deeply experience the manner in which your aura intermingles with the auras of what you once called other people, places, and things. As you allow your perceptions of reality to flow through and be enhanced by your multidimensional aura, you will perceive that every person, place, situation, and thing also have an aura. This perception assists you to remember that you are not separate from any person, place, situation, or thing. It is within that unity with all life that you can remember to look at life through your own aura. When you perceive reality through your own aura, you remember to intermingle your fourth-dimensional astral self with your third-dimensional physical self, as well as your fifth-dimensional light body self. With this conscious merging of the multidimensional aspects of yourself, you will realize that what you choose to perceive greatly affects how you think, what you feel, and how you perceive reality. When your thoughts and feelings are positive and loving, you see the clear sky, the warm breeze, the friendly dog, and a sense of well-being within your body. On the other hand, when your thoughts and emotions are negative and fearful, you feel a sense of fear and a lack of safety. Some people never realize how their outer reality mimics their inner self. On the other hand, some people realized this fact as children, but forget it as they worked hard as an adult. We, the Arcturians, are with you in this now to remind you that it is to your greatest benefit that you take full responsibility for the life that you created. Please remember that some of your creation process occurred in other lifetimes and realities. With this expanded perspective, You can look back to remember other incarnations in which you took a life in order to prepare yourself for the wonderful gift of transmuting into a fifth-dimensional body. Your third fourth-dimensional body is your present earth vessel through which you can combine all that you have learned in all your incarnations on earth. In this manner, you can prepare for your final initiation into light body. Just as your third fourth-dimensional earth vessel is the vehicle through which you can experience your third-dimensional waking working self, and your fourth-dimensional sleeping self is your creative self, your fifth-dimensional light body is the vessel through which you can perceive and interact with light of the fifth-dimensional and beyond. In the fifth dimension, light is no longer separate from any person, place, situation, or thing. The fifth-dimensional light calls you to include your fifth-dimensional light body in your overall sense of self. Then, because your fifth-dimensional light body is beyond the physical constraints of time or space, your consciousness, perceptions, and thus your experience of reality, expands far beyond the confines of third-fourth-dimensional realities based on time and space. As your fifth-dimensional perceptions expand your consciousness beyond the separation, fear, and darkness of the third and lower fourth-dimensional realities, you will feel a sense of unconditional love and freedom from all the boundaries of separation that you created within the limitations of your third fourth-dimensional thoughts and emotions. As you slowly, or quickly, recalibrate your thoughts and emotions to frequency range of the fifth dimension, you will feel a sense of comfort and camaraderie that was unknown in your physical world. At first, you may feel the 3D reality as strongly as ever, but as you allow yourself to flow into and merge with the fifth-dimensional energy fields, you will experience something that was impossible within your third fourth-dimensional consciousness. For one thing, you will be more able to unconditionally love, unconditionally forgive, and unconditionally accept your third fourth-dimensional self. Sometimes you will perceive your physical self as having a bad day and really needing help. You may also perceive your physical self as having a great day and really wanting to merge with the higher dimensional versions of self that you have deeply missed and are ready to rejoin. These higher versions of you are the you that remembers your multidimensional self, that your third dimensional self may have lost contact with somewhere in the tangles of the 3D matrix. Fortunately, as you remember your true, multidimensional self, your fifth dimensional consciousness becomes fully activated. It is then that you can remember to send unconditional love to Gaia. By this simple act, you are giving great service to Gaia and to all her inhabitants. In fact, if the only thing you do for planetary ascension is to send unconditional love and violet fire into any darkness and/or fear, you are giving a vital service to Earth and all her human, animal, plant, insect, and elemental kingdoms. You are also greatly assisting your galactic family, as well as your entire multidimensional family, that is serving to assist Gaia with her planetary ascension. Please remember, dear humans, that if you assist your planet, you also assist all the beings on the planet, as well as all the humans. Also, by your actions, you are assisting your galactic self who has volunteered to wear an earth vessel on the third fourth-dimensional Gaia, to assist her planetary self to ascend beyond the frequency net of the 3D matrix. Those who follow the rules of power over others are implanted in that matrix. These rules only resonate to the frequency of the third and lower fourth-dimensional inhabitants. In fact, the first and second-dimensional beings cannot perceive that matrix. Therefore, they cannot be influenced by it. Hence, the elementals of Gaia's planetary body, as well as your personal bodies, are free of the matrix. It is for this reason that we, your galactic family, remind you to listen to your physical body. Your body appears to be just third-dimensional, but it is created by the vast collection of first and second-dimensional molecules of blood, bones, muscles, and oxygen. These small molecules of life are so small that they easily slip through the 3D matrix unnoticed. Individually, their information cannot be shared with your earth vessel. However, during your physical incarnations, your inner elemental, molecular beings have been bonding with body. Your brain may not have translated their messages, but your physical body is an expert of this language. Furthermore, The language of the elementals is much like light language, because the elementals all carry a photonic light that constantly communicated with the electronic ports of your physical earth vessel. Therefore, your body is, indeed, an interdimensional vessel that is fully connected to light language. As you deeply connect with your physical vessel, you simultaneously connect with your own innate light language. No one needs to translate these light language messages, as your own physical body will do that for you. In closing, we remind you again that your third-dimensional earth vessel is a well-oiled communication device. If you listen to your fourth, fifth-dimensional dreams and meditations, your earth vessel will assist you to learn to understand, share, and use these light messages towards the service of Gaia's ascension. Please remember that service to others is a vital component of human ascension. Every ascended master went through great sacrifice and service to others before they purified their essence enough to flash into light body and ascend. It is the same within you now. However, you are never alone, as we, your galactic family, is always with you. In closing, we wish to share that 2017 will be filled with higher light, which will serve to greatly accelerate your process of personal and planetary ascension. Blessings from the Arcturians and your galactic family. Channeled by Suzanne Lee. SuzanneLeePhD.blogspot.com